captains coming together, Anastasiia GORSHKOVA and Megan Wharton from the USA. Most of the women's team based, as you wouldn't be too surprised to know, in California. Despite the fact that Russia, not known as a beach destination, the Russian men's beach soccer is one of the best leagues in the world, and the women looking to emulate that. European Beach Soccer Cup winners in 2018 and 2019. They've been pretty unbeatable, the Russians, since they got going. But this will be a good test for the Americans today. 4 outfield players and a goalkeeper will start the match. And of course, of the 5 players on the bench, there are the rolling substitutes allowed. So we're based on Qatar Beach for the next 8 days for the women's beach soccer. So lots of the sports going on around here, and we're just about to get ourselves underway. So it will be the USA in white, kicking from right to left in the first period. Megan Wharton, the USA captain, over the ball. Players are around to make a little mound for corners and free kicks, just to make sure they get some lift on the ball. And unlike normal soccer, the ball will spend a lot of time in the air, as you can imagine. It's very wobbly when it rolls along the ground on the sand, so keeping the ball in the air is the key. So we're underway then. USA looking to mount the first attack of the game. Straight away the ball goes out off Petrova. USA already starting to put a bit of pressure here on AKYLBAEVA's goal. Haynes with a header, went just wide on the target, so the first effort goes just wide. So another thing about beach soccer as well, there are no draws if it's level. After the 3 periods of 36 minutes, or 3 periods of 12 minutes, should I say, then it would be extra time followed by a penalty shootout to decide a winner. The referee comes from Poland, which is another very good professional beach soccer league for the men. Lucas Ostrowski. SUNSERI walk back to her goalkeeper, the 37-year-old. Melissa Lauder, number 12, has started in goal for the USA. 2 goalkeepers in each team. As you can see, juggling skills are very important here, as she tries a, not too sure whether that was a shot or just a clearance, but it goes way over the top from Melissa Lauder. Different skill set, beach soccer. It does sap the energy as well, running on the soft sand, hence the reason we get a lot of the rolling substitutes, and already the Russians are making, or about to make, 4 changes. Whoever comes off has to take over the bib to make the substitute legal, has to be done in the substitution zone, which is patrolled by the one of the referees. It's a Russian corner, straight away across them and out of play. One of these girls have played, the Americans particularly, collegiate football. Ages ranging from Bethany Hayes, who's 34, SUNSERI Walk 37, down to some in their early 20s. Paxton Scott at 20 is the youngest in the American team. That was allowed to run out of play there by QUIGLEY. Americans making a raft of changes as well now. It's very important for the flow of the game that you give the girls some rest once they've been on the sand for a long time. Back to AKYLBAEVA.
Okay, once again, all the fans in the house, don't forget to make sure you guys have your suits coming on.
Got a chance here for
Samantha
Whitman.
Water, and please,
Top scored in the qualifying tournament.
and all
Sam Whitman, 5 goals to her name.
Beach soccer is smoke-free. Contact now, we got 9 minutes left here to 4-2 between Russia and USA.
The corner towards that front area.
Our super fan off the island, Laura Cusco. She's our super fan in the house. That's right, there she is.
Won 2 and lost 2 of their qualifying matches. Russia in a bit to get through to this competition. USA had a couple of big wins over El Salvador and the Bahamas. The referee signalling for the officials to stop the clock. There is a separate timekeeper in beach soccer as well, allowing the referees to focus on the game. It's another Russian corner taken by KOMAROVA. Chase on here for WITTEMAN again. Good challenge, just runs away from her and runs through to the goalkeeper AKYLBAEVA. Both goalkeepers called into action. Melissa Lauder making the save that time. No real clear-cut chances for either team as yet. You see a lot of overhead kicks attempted as well in this game. It can make for a very dramatic scene at times. It's another great ball in. It's just over the head of QUIGLEY. Penalty area here runs the width of the pitch. It's a line 9 metres from the goal line, marked by the yellow flags that you can see. Goalkeeper can handle anywhere inside that area. Another short corner this time back to Petrova. Again, wide of the target. Another corner to the Russians who are just putting a little bit of pressure on at the moment. USA finished second behind Mexico in the qualifying tournament. Mexico were automatically through. The USA didn't think they'd made it in second, but China dropped out, which means that, or meant that CONCACAF were awarded an extra qualification place given to the USA. Good save by Lauder. And here's WITTEMAN with a chance, a real chance. The USA's clearest chance of the game so far. That's a good save by the goalkeeper. Leonov, the Russian coach, quite vocal at the moment. So still 0-0. 6:21 to go in the opening period. USA's best chance coming a moment or so ago from Samantha WITTEMAN. Just a good save by AKYLBAEVA. It's a USA free kick. It's Lauren Leslie that's over the ball. As you can see, she's made that little tee just so she can get her foot under the ball. She's a good striker of the ball. Ball just pulled slightly, but you can see bobbled up off the sand and bobbled up just wide of the target. A fast-moving game. Temperatures here are up in the mid to late 30s. Starting at just after 3 o'clock in the afternoon local time. It does go a little bit cooler once the sun starts to go down, but it has been very hot and humid here in Doha over the past few weeks. AKYLBAEVA. It's a pull back pass, it almost allowed Liz Eastman in. Six of the 10 players in the USA side hail from California. All have got extensive experience of playing in either the USA or abroad. Still we wait the opening goal chance. Good save by Lauder. Stab goal was by KANAEVA. Good effort. Well, KANAEVA's got herself in a couple of good goal-scoring opportunities or positions in the last few moments. Hasn't managed to put the ball in yet. Past Lauda, who's been called on to make a few good saves. Women's beach football is much newer than the men's game. Not too many nations have teams that compete at international level. That's the reason there's no official world ranking in the women's game, unlike the men's. QUIGLEY has a shot from a long way out, but again it's over the top. So both keepers called into action. One or two wayward shots from both teams at the moment, but still we await the breakthrough. 3:44 left in the opening period of the game. As you can see that beach football back passes are allowed, like the 11-a-side version of the game. QUTORNAIA loses possession, another shot goes wide from QUIGLEY. Balled out long again by AKYLBAEVA. They've kept themselves fairly well disciplined, the USA. So those personnel changes help just to freshen things up. Russia about to make more changes with CHERNIAKOVA coming back on. I suppose pass goes straight to QUTORNAIA. Back to Melissa Lauda though. QUIGLEY. That's from Salt Lake City, QUIGLEY. Given away again to IVASHKINA this time. Foul by Paxton Scott, who will come away to be replaced. A couple of changes for the USA, a couple of changes for Russia as the rotation continues. Injury here to Elena IVASHKINA. Another substitution with Jeane SUNSERI War coming off. So 2:30 left in this opening period. Still, we await the opening goal. Russia with the free kick.
Okay, time we're ready here first here, ladies and gentlemen, for Russia, USA. We got 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Another shot trying to use the contours of the sun to beat Melissa Lauda, but IVASHKINA's shot comfortably saved.
It's a beautiful sunny day.
Followed by GORSHKOVA.
Ladies and gentlemen, all the fans in the house. Can I see some hands up? All the fans of Russia team. Team Russia, come on, put your hands up, all the fans. I see some flags. All right, ZAITSEVA. Thank you for coming. All the fans of USA. American fans in the house, put your hands up.
Lauda finds Leslie. Good juggling, went for the overhead, but she was always a little bit ambitious from there. It was a long way out.
Which part of the U.S.?
AKYLBAEVA's shown herself to be quite a competent keeper so far. It's Petrova. Back by Leslie, just got the ball caught in the sand though. ZAITSEVA. Step back towards Melissa Lauda. There's Bethany Haynes. With a header, but again, no real pace on it. Looped up comfortably for AKYLBAEVA, the goalkeeper. To look herself, Lauda makes the save and just manages to get there before ZAITSEVA tried to force in the rebound. Real time to draw breath. Such is the pace of the game. We're into the last minute of the first period. Whitman trying to get the challenge in. There's a bundle in the back on ZAITSEVA. Quickly back to her feet though. Petrova. ZAITSEVA. Got a good shot away, Lauder with her body right behind it though. Will be a short break between periods. A short one though. Whitman trying to roll it into the bottom corner. Again, a good save by AKYLBAEVA. Across goalkeeper, got a leg to it. Both sides have had plenty of corners in this first half. SUNSERI walk bursting through. ZAITSEVA gets the shot in, but the hootie goes to end the first period. So goalless after the first 12 minutes in the first match here at the first beach games. Games originally awarded to San Diego, but Doha stepping in when they had some issues, so everything has been set. They've been working hard to get everything ready. So there are two main pitches here, Paraguay against Great Britain taking place on the other pitch in the distance. And it's a busy day, 6 games on each pitch to come. Just to whet your appetites as to what we've got here. Coming up at 16:30 local time, in about an hour and a quarter, we've got Solomon Islands against Italy in the men's. Then it's Mexico, Spain in the women's. Ukraine against Iran in the men's. El Salvador, Russia in the men's. And a men's game to finish off, Morocco against Brazil, who of course have dominant in this competition over the years. And with particularly for the men, a Beach Soccer World Cup to come in Paraguay next month. This takes on a little bit of extra importance in terms of preparation. Considerably more, 16 teams in the men's competition. Group matches today on 2 pitches. No matches tomorrow. It's the official opening ceremony of the games tomorrow. Then final group games on Sunday and Monday before the semi-finals Tuesday, and the medal matches taking place on Wednesday. So it is a very busy schedule.
Saying hello to Jeane, who is having a fantastic day. Once again, this is just the first game. We got a lot of games coming out. Thank you for coming, Jeane. And happy birthday to you. Yeah. We know it's your birthday today, so don't be shy.
Hey, Charlie, it's your birthday.
Okay. So, welcome once again to the ANOC World Beach Games. We've got a lot of sports for everybody, all the fans in the house. And welcome to the beach soccer arena. This is the first game for the women's division between Russia and the United States. Okay, here we go. Back to the ball game. It's time for the second period. And also, just so you know, some of the athletes for the women's beach soccer. Talk about Holly Clark, Irish integrated beach soccer. And she's experienced teams in English, Spanish, as well as Scottish national championships. So watch out for these players.
So players just making their way back out for the second period. Still, we're looking for the opening goal in the opening match of these beach games.
And here we go. Second period.
So teams have changed ends. USA white, Russia in the red. Straight away, Russia looking to get on the attack at the start of the second period. Petrova. Back to goal, marshalled by Quigley. You have to stay very tight. Watch one or two of the teams training yesterday. They were working very much on that back to goal midfielder or striker with a defender tight behind them, trying to work an opening. Tight marking can often be the key to keeping the score down in beach soccer. And there's Bethany Haynes. And the ball in the corner. Quigley. And once again, straight through to the goalkeeper. AKYLBAEVA, who's been on for every minute so far. The USA have changed their goalkeeper at the start of the second half. YOUNT has come on. AKYLBAEVA goes to goal, hits the crossbar. Well, that's the closest we've come to a goal so far. Great chance by the Russian goalkeeper. This is WITTEMAN. Trying to work her way through. Good save, AKYLBAEVA again, and gathers the ball at the second attempt. There was a foul in front of the goalkeeper, which has left GORSHKOVA down and possibly needing a little bit of attention. More than 1,230 athletes from 97 countries competing in this inaugural beach games. 14 disciplines, 200 or 350 medals rather up for grabs in the next few days. That's a Russian free kick. It'll be taken by GORSHKOVA. Shaver as she's got on the back of her shirt. Shot aimed goalwards but goes way over the top. Is Samantha WITTEMAN, top scorer, 5 goals in the qualifiers. Samantha WITTEMAN hasn't had too many clear sights of goal, had one in the first half. She was denied by AKYLBAEVA. It's away by KOMAROVA. Scott defending again, this time by QUIGLEY.
Okay, all the fans in attendance, who wants a shout out?
Throw from SUNSERI, walks straight into that to the goalkeeper. Balled out looking for GORSHKOVA. WITTEMAN. Liz Eastman. Put on her social media, Liz Eastman a few months ago actually shared a picture with Fabio Cannavaro and Luis Figo. Lives in Switzerland. Shot from Lauren Leslie blocked. So a corner to the USA. Still the breakthrough to be made. 9:30 left in the second period.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to call George. Because you want the hands of George. George and his boys in the house. You know what, George? Everybody else wants a shout out? Just raise your hands up so we can reach you out. Oh,
this tournament will, of course, see Spain and Russia renew their rivalry. Two big powers in the women's game. Brazil are in the mix, newly formed though, so haven't got the same kind of pedigree as their male counterparts. So this competition is very open in terms of where you think the medals might go. Forward by Leslie. The USA are a relatively new team as well. Eastman just being held up. Little back heel from KANAEVA. And Russia get the opening goal of the game. And finally we have the breakthrough in the second period. Finally managing to find a way through the American goal. It was under YOUNT. She won't be too happy about that. Stabbed in by Liubov KOMAROVA. And Russia take the lead here on the opening day in the opening game. Plenty of time, of course, for the USA to get back into this one. We're not halfway through the second period yet. One shot driven in that time from Quigley.
Joe? Yeah, Joe. I'm gonna go with Joe. All right, that's my man, Joe. You having fun today, Joe? That's what I'm talking about. Okay, time check now. It's all in this. I mean, 10 minutes and 11 seconds. Here in the
USA corner. There's Quigley. Blocked by Petrova. Did really well then, Petrova. ZAITSEVA. Good defending by Wharton coming across. That's bowled straight out of play, and again AKYLBAEVA will start to try and get Russia going forward again as they look for a second goal. Too much on the pass though for CHERNIAKOVA. Oh, it's another good try from AKYLBAEVA, the goalkeeper, and another good save that time by YOUNT, who got a hand to that one. Russia's team only formed in 2018, so a relatively new entity. Oh, it's gone straight through the goalkeeper this time, and Petrova claims a second goal for Russia. And having been fairly resolute for the first period, the USA have already been beaten twice. Christine YOUNT allowing the ball to run through once again. Now there's a bit of work to do for the USA if they're to get back into the game. Just starting to take a little bit of control now of the game. Right, CHERNIAKOVA, and another goal, ZAITSEVA. Not too sure whether she got a touch on that or not, but it was the goal-bound shot from CHERNIAKOVA that caused the problems. Christine YOUNT beaten once again. Definitely flicked in by ZAITSEVA in front of the goalkeeper, so 3-0 Russia lead. And it is, I feel, a mountain to climb now for the USA in this opening game. They do play 3 matches, of course. Top 2 teams go through to the semi-finals. Wharton rolls it out wide this time to WITTEMAN. That's another good shot, but just too high. It's not just the running on the sand, but the intense temperatures here at the moment that are going to have a bearing on performances as the game wears on. Wharton went for the shot, again didn't really set herself, claiming handball against Petrova, not being given. Petrova trying a long-range shot which loops over the top. Russia stepped into this competition after UEFA rewarded an extra space. Switzerland declined to attend, so the Russians took full advantage. Leslie, again, didn't set herself and looped over the top. Injury here for GORSHKOVA, who's going to need a bit of treatment. USA's qualifying tournament for this was their first ever international tournament. They lost out to Mexico in their opening game before they beat El Salvador and the Bahamas to finish behind Mexico. So I didn't originally think they qualified, but got that second spot after China dropped out. Play Great Britain next on Sunday before rounding off their group campaign on Monday against Paraguay. Looking for to draw whatever positives they can, of course, from the tournament. To AKYLBAEVA again, who went for goal. It's headed away by Scott from right in front of her goalkeeper. KANAEVA. It's forced out wide by Leslie. QUIGLEY. The foot completely missed her kick, on by IVASHKINA. Russian ball. .44 left in the second period. QUTORNAIA. Shot goes wide. Referee's just ordering a retake of the corner. The Russian corner, chance to further increase their advantage. Well defended this time by the USA. WITTEMAN. It's the ball away for Leslie to chase. Leslie gets there as well, and again, not for the first time. Just leaning back when she hit the shot. Goes well wide of the target. The USA haven't really threatened in this second period. In level after the first 12 minutes, but it's not been what they wanted for Francis-Feber offside so far. They need to mount a really good comeback and mount it quickly as well. WITTEMAN's shot goes out off the backside of IVASHKINA. Towards the near post again, quickly trying to make some space. Majority of these players played in qualifying for the USA. It's a side that they've tried to keep together. There don't tend to be too many squad changes in beach soccer. Themselves into the corner. WITTEMAN into the near post again. AKYLBAEVA will gather, and there's only one player forward for her. That's KANAEVA. Challenged by Scott. QUIGLEY. Just bobbles out of play. Towards the corner, YOUNT with a comfortable take this time and bowled out quickly to QUIGLEY as USA try and get themselves a goal before the end of the quarter, the period, and they've done just that. It's QUIGLEY who gets the goal. That's a fine strike from her own half as well to beat AKYLBAEVA for the first time. From Salt Lake City, played her college football at Idaho State. Now she's got a goal in a beach soccer World Games.
All right,
QUIGLEY.
Do we have fans celebrating birthday today by any chance? Raise your hands up. We got a surprise for you. It's your birthday today. We got a surprise for you. Raise your hands up. Don't be shy. Nobody? Nobody? Birthday today? You gotta be serious. How about tomorrow?
Russia looking to mount there. I say we saw their 3-goal cushion. Megan Wharton was superbly placed on the line to clear that one away. YOUNT was beaten. Wharton was right place at the right time, the captain. She, like a number of the players on the American side, has a background in the 11-a-side game. Most of these players using beach football as a real way to keep fit, not just compete. Just sap the energy of the legs, and he's very good for the fitness on the turn. Bethany Haynes just wide.
Okay, who wants some shout out for the fans? Can I see some hands up? And what are your names? So I can reach your hands, man. What's your name? Oh, wear a black shirt.
CHERNIAKOVA. AKYLBAEVA. Looked up by the goalkeeper again and just over the top. USA have managed to forge themselves back into this second period a little. They have got the goal, but they're still a long way behind at the moment. 3-1 down still, coming towards the end of the second period. ZAITSEVA trying to turn. Wharton was tightly to her. ZAITSEVA again. Cross goal. As Whitman did well right in front of goal to help out a goalkeeper. There's another Russian player down here, not for the first time. CHERNIAKOVA taking a knot right in front of goal from that challenge from Samantha Whitman. Leonov looking on, he'll be pleased with the efforts from his side so far.
Tomorrow we have a great following day. We're seeing our games, and make sure you watch out. The best screenshot routine to the whole world will be gathered right here at the center.
Francis Fedorov trying to urge his side on for the remainder of this period. CHERNIAKOVA's been forced to come off and be substituted after the injury. Nudging the back there on Lauren Leslie, that'll be a free kick. So players are allowed to make a little mound of sand to get their foot under the ball from the free kicks. You do see quite a lot of efforts from long range as well. You may see one from Lauren Leslie here, who's already struck a couple during the game, forced AKYLBAEVA into a good save in the first period. What could she do here? Driven but going high, didn't get any dip on the ball. So well over the crossbar.
All right, how are the fans doing today?
There's Leslie.
Fans having a good time?
Whitman looking to feed it back towards Leslie once again. Foot in was by IVASHKINA. QUIGLEY stabbed away by GORSHKOVA.
All right, how about fans of USA?
Yeah, tried to just flick that one up, couldn't quite get a foot underneath the ball, and again it's out of play for a Russian ball. IVASHKINA. Scott. Well, wasn't quite right for the shot as the hooter goes for the end of the second period. So Russia leading here by 3-1. Brief comeback in the period from the USA. They still need a little bit more if they're to put more pressure on Russia in the final stages of the game. Great views of Doha in the background. This is Fedorov with a few words for his team, just trying to inspire them for the final 12 minutes of the game. Actually runs a soccer travel company, Francis Fedorov, and has a degree in broadcast journalism, so he's covering himself on a number of fronts. Leonov, the man with the tactics board out, trying to mastermind the Russian progress in this competition. A win, of course, in their opening game would give them a good stranglehold on the top of the group. Paraguay and Great Britain also in this group. So the other groups, we'll see all the teams today at some point, either on this pitch here or on pitch number 1 just across the way. Spain, Brazil, Cape Verde and Mexico. Mexico and Spain taking on each other a little bit later on this court at 6 o'clock local time, so in around about 2 hours and 20 minutes from now. It's been a good game so far. Russia just tentative in that opening 12 minutes, found their way into the game. Those 3 goals in the last period, just beating Christine YOUNT on a number of occasions. May well see the Hurricanes changing their keeper again at the start of the next quarter with Melissa Lauder entering the post at the moment, just warming up with a coach, with one of the coaches rather. As the referees forming the other team in the competition. Man in the middle is from Poland, Lukas Ostrowski. And unlike normal football, there is a flip of the coin at the start of every period as well. Players can decide to change ends or kick one way depending on how the conditions are for them. We're almost ready to go for the 3rd and final quarter of this opening match here on the main stadium.
All fouls lead to a free kick on goal, which must be taken by the player who was fouled, unless awarded for deliberate handling.
People still drifting in here. So it is Friday here, so it's the official start of the weekend in Qatar. Hopefully more and more people will come over the course of the next 7 days to watch the various sports that are going on. Lots of variety here. Beach volleyball, beach handball. We've got a couple of the sports that will be in Tokyo 2020 as well. Oh, there's a heavy foul from Petrova. Lauren Leslie had gone past her and she stuck out her leg, and it was a very spectacular fall from Lauren Leslie. And you see the contact from Petrova.
Thank you, Trevor. Once again to DJ Nikos in the building. Thank you for stopping by, my friends. And here we go, back to the game now, third and final.
So a chance for Leslie on goal again. Slightly different again, beach soccer is that the player that's fouled gets a free kick on goal. It doesn't apply rather if it's a handball. But Leslie's been fouled a couple of times now. I think this is her 3rd attempt from a free kick. Can she finally get herself a goal? No, she can't is the answer. Straight to AKYLBAEVA, who remains ever present for the Russians in the match so far. Wittman allows it to run. The shot from QUIGLEY goes over the top. Starting to create a few more chances, the USA. Back to goal, Petrova. Right the way across, looking for GORSHKOVA. Didn't quite reach her though.
So please, make sure you stay, sit back, and enjoy.
AKYLBAEVA. GORSHKOVA.
Joe. This is Joe. How you doing? Sally. Sally.
Flicked on by Petrova. Tipped over the top by Melissa Lauder. Back on at the start of the 3rd period. Another goal for Russia now really would make things difficult for the USA to try and get back into this one. Flicked away by Megan Wharton. CHERNIAKOVA, who was injured at the end of that last period, is back on the field for Russia. Driven in from out wide, ZAITSEVA trying to get on the rebound. AKYLBAEVA. Bowled out once again. Good header from Leslie. Great Britain trailing by 3-1. We're in the 3rd period of the match. Well, that's hooked backwards by Samantha Whitman. Did really well to get a foot on that. It was going in behind her. Played almost over 30 matches in the National Women's Soccer League in the USA. Samantha Whitman with Orlando Pride and North Carolina Courage. Here she is again with a chance off the post this time. And Leslie, quickly rather, with a follow-up, saved again by AKYLBAEVA. Just out of the reach again of WITTEMAN. There's the shot that came back off the post a moment or so ago. WITTEMAN with the corner for the USA. Gets it back from Eastman. Slight netting again though. Haven't quite had their range in front of goal at times, the USA. They've had a lot of shots on goal, but they haven't really threatened AKYLBAEVA's goal since that first period rather. They had one or two good efforts in the first 12 minutes, but aside from the goal, they haven't really tested the Russian keeper too much. Saw that shot that came back off the foot of the post a moment or so ago. Balled out by Lauda. AKYLBAEVA quickly out together though. Does have all that big area to work in. So 9 metres the line from the goal. Well, that looked like a foul on Jeane SUNSERI walk, but not given. And another shot flashes across the face of Melissa Lauda's goal. QUIGLEY. Miscontrolled. Lauda once again to try and get the USA moving forward in the final quarter, looking for Scott to sing away with GORSHKOVA. A Russian ball. Footed and a foul by Jeane SUNSERI Warp a moment or so ago. Mother of two that works Silicon Valley. SUNSERI Warp was formerly a competitive bodybuilder, so I don't think any of the Russians will be arguing with her, particularly on the field of play. She was fouled herself a moment or so ago and it wasn't given, so you can tell that the despairing look really she gave the free kick away. It will be KOMAROVA with the free kick to try her luck against Melissa Lauda. Here comes the free kick. Trying to get that dip on it again, but like so many that have gone before, rising high over the top. WITTEMAN. Finding a little bit of space finally. No one in the middle though to try and convert that one right across the face of goal. KOMAROVA allowed the ball to run. She's a busy character, Samantha WITTEMAN. You can see why she got the top scorer in the qualifiers. Gets herself into some good positions. Allowed to run by HAYNES, but ball just overrun and out of play. WITTEMAN, good challenge by IVASHKINA. Just out of the reach against SUNSERI Warp, trying to prevent that one going out of play. One or two of these American girls have played abroad, SUNSERI Warp being one of them. Spent a bit of time at Sporting in Portugal, wearing those legendary green and white hoops. It's QUIGLEY's header. Chance for WITTEMAN, but AKYLBAEVA denies her once again. 6:16 to go in the final period of the match. USA trailing by 3 goals to 1. No goals as yet in this third period. All the goals so far coming in period 2. Into QUIGLEY. He's got it back to goal. This is where the big soccer skills come in, trying to juggle that ball and get it into the centre, but well cleared by the Russians. Lauda. Looking for Leslie. KOMAROVA with a challenge. He gives the free kick though. Liubov KOMAROVA. Just barged over almost there. Heavy challenge from Lauren Leslie, but it seems to be a genuine effort to try and get the ball.
All right, beach soccer fans, don't forget we got a lot of games happening tonight, so please stay. Don't you guys go away. We got a lot of beach
So get a free kick. There has to be a clear route to goal when the ball is in the opposition half. So imagine drawing a triangle line from the ball to each corner flag. That area has to be kept clear so KOMAROVA can get a strike at goal. Gets a toe poke on it, bounced up off the stump, but well saved again by Lauda. And getting her side going. QUIGLEY! Good save by AKYLBAEVA. Eastman couldn't follow it up. The USA mighty close to getting a second to get themselves back to within one. Goalkeeper's injured herself at making the save, but it was a brilliant effort. Just took a knock in the back, I think, or a knock in the side, maybe. I think he came back off the post. Difficult to see down at the foot of the post from our commentary position here, but AKYLBAEVA just falling heavily, it would seem.
Once again, reminder to all the fans in attendance, this venue is non-smoking arena, okay? No smoking, please. And also...
So Scott with the throw-in. Lauda to get the USA moving forward once again. AKYLBAEVA's okay, loops it up and tries for goal, but looped over the top by the goalkeeper. Five minutes to go of the game. That humidity is going to start kicking in. I'm sure there's some very tired legs out there. Of course, anybody who's tried to run on sand in a normal environment will know how tough it is, let alone playing competitive football on it. This is Shiva, went for the shot but pulls it across goal. Opening game in the men's Group B to come after this. The Solomon Islands against Italy. It's a busy day. 6 games on this main court, on the main pitch. 6 games on pitch 1. Oh, brilliant strike from CHERNIAKOVA. That would have been some goal had he gone in. It's just wide of the target though. Lady was injured in the second period, managed to come back though in this one, and that was a great effort. Leslie's header stabbed away by GORSHKOVA. Clock does stop every time the ball goes out of play, don't forget, so chance of any time wasting going on here. In comes the throw, back in play again. AKYLBAEVA, good save, pair of hands, bowled out again to CHERNIAKOVA. Russia working the ball nicely, brilliant save by Lauda to deny Petrova. She was replaced in the second period by Jeane, but she's done some wonderful saves. Yauda, and another great save by the goalkeeper. And they're just allowing the Russians a little bit too much time in front of goal, the Americans, at the moment. Comes the corner. Free kick goes the way of the USA. Nice, well played by Whitman. Gets the shot in, but wide, or rather over the target again.
When the ball is coming at you, don't be scared. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
Scott. Beaten to the ball by CHERNIAKOVA. Back to AKYLBAEVA. HAYNES. Whitman. Back to Lauda, trying to get the USA a bit of a boost going into the final couple of moments of the game. That's a good play, a little back header, which wasn't too high, wasn't too far away rather. CHERNIAKOVA. Great strike again. Well, that's the second time she's hit the ball from distance. And CHERNIAKOVA, that one just a little bit too high, the other one a little bit wide. And well, she could have had 2 stunning goals to her name on any other day, but not to be today though. Russia still leading by 3 goals to 1. Inside the final 2 minutes, WITTEMAN, QUIGLEY. Stuck goal was by Walton, but no pace on the ball. It was comfortable for the goalkeeper.
Okay, once again, Russian fans in the house, where you at? Do we have Russian flags? Oh, we got 3 Russian flags. We got 4.
GORSHKOVA.
Okay, how about American flags? We got 2. 3 American flags in the house. All right.
CHERNIAKOVA. EASTMAN. Felt that one. Because in Switzerland likes to play a bit of ice hockey, EASTMAN. She's having to come off for the moment. That ball just hit her in the stomach. SUNSERI warp is back on again for the USA. 1 minute and 1 second remaining in this opening match here on the main stadium court at the ANOC Beach Games, the inaugural version of the games.
And we are just seconds away to end the match.
CHERNIAKOVA once again with a shot. Of course, there'll be no beach soccer World Cup for women. This is very much about becoming the best in the World Games. No beach football in the Olympic Games either, of course, so this is a big event for these players. Stabbed away towards KHUTORNAIA. Good save by Lauder again, quickly. Leslie. That's another shot in from distance, but just wide of the post once again. AKYLBAEVA, last couple of seconds is their chance for one more shot. That's blocked away for a corner. And there goes the hooter to end the game. So the opening game goes the way of Russia. They've beaten the USA by 3 goals to 1. Delight for Ilya Leonov and his team. It was a hard-fought game. All the goals came in the second period after a goalless first and a goalless third. USA briefly got themselves back into the game at the end of that second quarter, but couldn't find a way past AKYLBAEVA, who made a couple of good saves. They were denied by the woodwork